Hi children, now let's see few problems in exercise 14.1. To begin with, copy the figure with punched holes and find the axis of symmetry for the following. This question you can do it in your text itself, my dear children, but in exam, if it is asked in descriptive type questions, you should redraw this diagram and then find the axis of symmetry. Where will be the line of symmetry? Where will be the line of symmetry for this first figure? Yes, it is a vertical line. What about the second? Yes, it is a diagonal. It's easy for C and D. Think about F. Come to the question F. Where will be the or how many lines of symmetry are there for this diagram F? Remember, there are 3 punch holes. You should divide them so that they should overlap each other. How should I fold this square paper F so that they will overlap each other? If I fold horizontally, will I get a overlapped picture? No, here I don't have any punch holes in the upper half. So, we will not have the horizontal line to be symmetrical line. Now think about vertical line. If I fold across this vertical line, will it overlap each other? Will I have holes on both the sides? Yes, see, if I fold this paper to this hole and this hole will overlap each other, and this punch hole will be divided into 2 halves. So, we have found one line of symmetry, that is vertical line of symmetry. Is it possible for me to have the line of symmetry across the diagonal? Here this diagonal? No. So only one line of symmetry is possible for this square. Now I ask you, how many line of symmetry will you draw for this question E? You are right, children. Here we can have 4 lines of symmetry. Horizontal, vertical, and both the diagonals will be lines of symmetry for this question. Is it clear, children? Now have a look over all the lines of symmetry for all the diagrams. You can pause the video to complete the diagrams in your textbook. Make sure you don't do any mistake. Even in the exam, while you make a copy of the question in your answer sheet, make sure they look identical. Both the half or as many halves you have, every part should be identical. One big and one small, you will not get any marks. See here, this half and this half are identical. They measure the same, everything is same, exactly overlapping. In such a way, the drawing should be neat. Is it clear, my dear children? The next question is, second question. Given the lines of symmetry, find the other holes. Come to this picture. First question, where will you draw the another hole? Will it overlap each other? If I fold, will it overlap each other? No, it will not overlap each other because it is a rectangle. If it is a square, if it is exactly a square, you will have that hole in this corner. Is it clear? Now coming to the next question. Again, we have a horizontal line. Where will you draw this hole? Yes, on the opposite side. Imagine that it's a mirror. If you keep the mirror, you can also try it at home. You can place the mirror and see where the hole is. The same way you can draw it. Here you will have it. Okay. Now see, everything is easy for you. So you will complete these questions in your textbook itself. Coming on to third question. These diagrams you are drawing right from 3rd standard. So I don't want to explain these things. Better you do it on your own. I'm just showing you these all the things you have to complete it in your textbook itself. Okay. In textbook, in 6th question, they may ask you to find the lines of symmetry for such different figures. These figures you wouldn't have come across in previous classes. So I have given you the answers for all these questions. But my dear children, before looking at these answers, you better try it on your own in your textbook itself and then look at these answers. Is it clear? If you have any clarification, you look out these answers and make the corrections. Otherwise, you try on your own. Is it clear, children? Here everything is drawing, no calculation, not even addition, subtraction. Even in previous chapter, you did subtraction, you did addition. But here nothing, just a drawing. So it's a very easy chapter, simplest chapter. So you have to do it on your own. Actually, this has to be done as a seminar. But unfortunately, as we are all in quarantine, as we are all in shutdown, we couldn't do that. Anyhow, in next term, I will give you a chance to do a seminar in such easy chapters. Okay, so be ready, children. The next question is, for the 7th question, in your book, you will have only part of this diagram. You have to complete the other half so that the diagrams are symmetrical. The girls will feel very happy because it's like drawing column and rangolis. Boys, and this is the right time for you to enjoy such act also. Okay, this is very important in architecture also. Without symmetricity, not even a single building construction will be accurate, will be good enough. Okay, children. Okay, let me continue with some special videos for you. Okay, children. Here is the question from extra marks. Copy the adjoining drawing on the square paper and complete the figure such that the resulting figure has the two given dotted lines of symmetry. Even in previous slide, I gave you work that is there in your textbook. It is very similar to the same. Okay, here we have two lines of symmetry. How to draw it? This part will help you to complete your exercise in your text. Okay, children, there I couldn't make it happen as it is happening in extra marks. So I felt this will help you a lot in completing your text exercises. Is it clear, children? You should draw it using this idea. See here how they draw. Yes, consider lines L and M as the mirror lines one by one. Then image of this line. First you have to draw first part. Only one line symmetry. With this line symmetry, this line L symmetry is there, no? With this, what will you get in the other half? That alone you have to do. Now consider the second line of symmetry. Which is the second line of symmetry? M. Yes, it is the vertical line of symmetry. Then trace the image of that previous half. So you will get on whole image such that these two lines or line symmetry for that picture. It can be any type of picture. You can follow this general explanation. So now the question is, what letter would you get if you reflected each given shape in its corresponding mirror line? See, this pink shape has this pink line as mirror line. This V shape has green as mirror line. These two are mirror lines. What will be the mirror image for this after two squares has been left? Here also I should leave two lines, two boxes. Then below that I will have pink lines like this. Okay. See here the mirror image of V. Where will you get the mirror image of V? Here I have left one space. So here also we should leave one space as it is indicated. Just fold that paper. Imagine that you are folding. Where will the V will come? Yes, here it will. So what letter did you get now? Yes, it is M, the letter M. The next question. Complete the adjoining drawing on square paper such that the resulting figure has the two given solid lines of symmetry. See, in this chapter, I can show you many things. But it's in your hand to present yourself in your exam well. Okay. So, practice as many drawings as possible to find its symmetricity, that incomplete drawing. Okay. So, how will it be? It's very simple diagram. So, I need not tell much about that. With this as horizontal, first copy down the first half. Then take the mirror image of the first half to the other half. Hope you understood how you should find it. Not as a whole, just keep drawing everything. You will get confused. First, take the mirror image of the given picture across one line of symmetry. Then go in for the next line of symmetry as it is here. Image after reflection after vertical line. Now, this is very different question. Copy the figure given here. Take any one diagonal as a line. Take any one diagonal as a line of symmetry. And shade a few more square to make the figure symmetric about a diagonal. Is there more than one way to do that? Will the figure be symmetric about both the diagonals? They have asked two questions here. First thing is there more than one way to do that? What should be done? You have to draw one diagonal and shade few more squares. And you have to shade few more squares. And such that the diagonal is a line of symmetry. The diagonal should be line of symmetry even if you shade extra squares. Okay. Is there more way to do that? Can you shade in many different ways so that the diagonal is the line of symmetry? Yes or no? Yes, we can do. Will the figure be symmetric about both the diagonals? Is it possible to shade in such a way that both the diagonals becomes the line of symmetry? If I first see here, you will understand as I show you. Here it's the diagram that I have copied what is there in the question. The next thing is I have considered one diagonal. After this, I have shaded extra squares to make it symmetrical. What are the extra things I have shaded? See here red. Here also I have shaded red. Here in this below diagram you can see clearly. I have shaded 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 boxes in addition to make it symmetrical. Can I shade extra more squares to make it symmetrical? Yes, you can shade here and here. This square and this square in one color. You can do it. You should do the shading in both the half of this square. This triangle as well as this triangle. Okay. So the next thing is it possible to have both the diagonals as symmetrical line? Now consider this. Earlier we draw the diagonal in this way. Now it is in the opposite direction. So here also this coloring looks the same. So both the diagonals will act as the line of symmetry for the same picture. Is it clear, my dear children? Here is the slide showing you the lines of symmetry for alphabets. Can I draw horizontal line of symmetry for the letter A, H, I? For H, of course, I can draw. For I can draw. For M, no, I cannot draw. So, all these letters in this first box have vertical line as the line of symmetry, whereas all these letters have horizontal line of symmetry. Look at these two things and tell me which letters will have both vertical as well as horizontal. Which letters are appearing in both the boxes? It is H, I, O, O, X. These four letters have lines of symmetry. Two lines of symmetry. Okay, children, let me conclude. Take care. Complete all the classworks in your classwork note.